My name is Elena. I am 27 years old now, but this story started when I was 21. Back then, I believed in forever. I grew up in a quiet mountain town called River Mist. It was the kind of place where everyone knew your name. There were tall pine trees that whispered in the wind, a slow river that cut through the town like a silver ribbon. Every morning the air smelled fresh and cold. It was beautiful. But beauty does not feed empty stomachs. My family was poor. My father worked as a bus driver. My mother sewed clothes at home. We had enough to survive, but never enough to dream. And I had big dreams. I worked in a small bookstore. It was my favorite place in the world. Old wooden shelves, dusty novels, the quiet sound of turning pages. Books made me feel like life was bigger than our little town. That's where I met Noah. He came in one rainy afternoon. His hair was wet. His jacket smelled like rain. He walked straight to the poetry section. "Do you believe in love stories?" he asked me suddenly. I laughed. "Only the sad ones." He smiled. "Good. Those are the real ones." That was the beginning. Noah was different. He didn't belong to River Mist. He had studied in the city. He had seen the world. He talked about dreams like they were real things you could touch. He wanted to be a filmmaker. "I want to tell stories that make people feel something," he said. And I believed him. I believed everything about him. We fell in love slowly, not with big moments, but with small ones. Sharing coffee during my break, walking by the river at sunset, reading the same book, and arguing about the ending. He made my world bigger, and I made his world softer. One night, we sat on a hill above the town. The lights below looked like tiny stars. "I'm leaving," he said. My heart stopped. I got accepted into a film academy in the city. The world suddenly felt very small again. "When?" I asked. "Next month. Come with me," he said, just like that. 2 simple words. But they changed everything. I looked at him. "I can't," I said. "My family needs me." It was the truth, but it wasn't the whole truth. I was scared. Scared of leaving everything I knew. Scared of failing. Scared that maybe I wasn't enough for his world. He nodded slowly. "I understand," he said. But his eyes said something else. Something like disappointment. The last month passed too quickly. We tried to pretend nothing was changing, but everything was. On his last day, he gave me a notebook. A simple brown notebook. "Write to me," he said. "Everything you can't say out loud." "I will," I promised. He left the next morning. No big goodbye. No dramatic scene. Just a bus disappearing down a long road. And me standing there, feeling like something inside me had left with him. I started writing. Every night. Letters I never sent. Day 1, the town feels empty without you. Day 12, I saw your favorite book today. I didn't buy it. Day 45, do you still think about me? Months passed, then a year. At first, Noah called often, then less, then almost never. I told myself he was busy, chasing his dreams, becoming who he wanted to be. But deep down, I knew something was changing. 2 years later, I got a letter. A real one. Not a message. Not a call. A letter. My hands were shaking when I opened it. Elena, I don't know how to say this the right way. The city changed me, or maybe it showed me who I really am. I met someone. Her name is Claire. She understands this world. She understands me. I didn't plan for this to happen, but it did. You deserve honesty. You deserve someone who stays. I'm sorry I couldn't be that person. Noah. I read it once, then again, then again. It didn't feel real. How can something so big end in just a few words? That night, I didn't cry. I just sat there, holding the notebook, all the letters I never sent, all the words he would never read. The next morning, I went to the river. I sat on the same spot where we used to talk. I opened the notebook. Page after page of memories, hope, love. And then I did something I never thought I would do. I tore the pages out, one by one, and let them fall into the water. The river carried them away, just like it carried him away. That was the day I changed. I didn't stay in River Mist. I left, not for love, not for anyone else, for me. I moved to the city, the same city Noah once dreamed about. But I didn't follow his path. I made my own. I started working in a publishing company, small at first, just organizing manuscripts, reading other people's stories. And then one day, my boss said, "You write, don't you?" I froze. "How do you know?" "You look at stories like you're inside them." So I started writing again. Not letters this time. Stories. Stories about loss, about hope, about people who leave and people who stay. Years passed. I grew, I healed, I changed. One evening, I attended a film festival. My company was sponsoring it. I didn't expect anything. It was just another event. Until I saw his name. Noah Carter, director. My heart skipped. But it didn't break. Not this time. His film was playing that night. I sat in the back row, in the dark. The film was about a girl in a small town, a girl who loved books, a girl who let someone go. It was us. At the end, there was a line. Some people are not meant to stay. They are meant to teach you how to let go. The lights turned on. People clapped. And then he saw me. For a moment, time stopped. He walked toward me. Slowly, carefully, like I might disappear. "Elena," he said. I smiled. Not the old smile. A new one. A stronger one. "You made it," I said. "So did you," he replied. There was a silence. But it wasn't painful. It was peaceful. "I read your book," he said. I blinked. "You knew?" He nodded. Of course I knew. We stood there. Two people who once loved each other. Now, just two people. "I'm happy for you," he said. And this time, I believed him. "I'm happy for me too," I replied. And that was it. No tears, no regrets, no what ifs. Because sometimes, love doesn't end with a fight. It ends with growth. And sometimes, the person who breaks your heart is the one who unknowingly helps you find yourself. I went home that night, to my small apartment, to my life, to my story, And for the first time, I didn't feel like I lost anything because I didn't. I found myself.